Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I've got a bunch of exciting things to talk about. First off, this is the first video I'm making post-wedding, so I got married. And the wedding went really well. It was a lot of fun. If you're on the Discord, I think we shared some wedding pictures and stuff. It was just amazing. Since then, I think this has been like a month or maybe 5 weeks since I've recorded a Conversion Conversations. Obviously, they've been coming out each week because I record them ahead of time. But now it's the time to start recording some new stuff. I'm looking forward to that. I also want to talk about my wedding ring. Here it is. This is a titanium ring. This is actually made from SR71 Blackbird hardware. So this is a piece of structural tubing on the exhaust frame that was cut and sized. You can actually see the markings where the tooling, the seal around the tubing was, which is awesome. I was really excited when I got this as my ring. I did want to show it off. And in addition to that, I'm super excited about this character. This is Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Kingdom Scorponok. And I have never owned a Scorponok before. I remember the first time he shows up on Beast Wars, he walks out of the shadows, he opens up his claws and shoots a missile blowing Dinobot way out into the, it's like right Looney Tunes style, like he goes beyond the horizon. And I've never had this toy before, or a toy of this character before, so I'm super excited about it now. And in Scorpion mode, this guy looks amazing. I love this purple. The red legs looks great. I love that they're not all together. These two center ones are on, it's a single ball joint here. But then we have our separate legs elsewhere. And yeah, if we look from the side, he looks a little odd. He's definitely designed to, make his appearance from the front. I'll talk about the things I don't like about him so much, but for right now, I just want to gush because I've got a Scorponok. I love the, I don't know what you call it. The word I would use is modeling. M-O-T-T-L-E. It's modeled. The Scorpion pincers. We've got this cool fade of purple back here, a little red peeking out from the plastic used to hold his claws together. He does have his bee wasp fly drone thing. Let's get that out of there, which is also nicely painted. Look at that. That looks lovely. So we can launch that out. There's no actual launching gimmick. I believe the original toy had a launching gimmick, but it's awesome that it's still included. And then on this side, just like the show, he's got his... that's okay. He's got his missile launcher. We can put that back on, hopefully, pretty easily. Just snap that into place. There we go. And yeah, from the front, again, we've got the I don't know what they're called. Are they called pedipipes? That doesn't sound right. Let me know what these parts of a scorpion's mouth are called. I know their mouths are weird. They've got little lobster hands in their mouths. I've seen them eat before, so I know that's not accurate to the actual animal. But I dig it because that's what it was like on the show. We've got his red eyes, singular red eyes. We've got his scorpion tail, which. Unfortunately, it can kind of come up a little bit, but not a lot. I do wish one of my complaints about Beast Mode, and I don't have a lot of complaints about Beast Mode, is that the tail was a little more articulating. But other than that, he's a great-looking Scorpion. We can get him next to the Predacon crew we have so far. And yeah, in his, in his Beast Mode, he sits comfortably at the deluxe price point. There's Megatron. And I'm just really happy I'm getting the Season 1 Predacons all together. Waspinator, I think, is hopefully on the way. I've already got Pterosaur pre-ordered. So I can't wait to have these guys on my shelf. I'm going to be super jazzed when they all get here. And yeah, I think, his Scorpion Mode might be, for me, the reason why I really like this toy. And we'll get into kind of the issues I have with Robot Mode in a second. First, before we do our transformation, we have a giveaway winner to announce. So let's see who that winner is. Okay, it's time to pick our winner for the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee from the 4-pack, the Worlds Collide 4-pack. So, same rules as always. Here's our video comments before. If you answer the question of the day, you got a little heart. and that let me keep track of who all wanted to enter the giveaway. And these are all the comments from the Buzzworthy Bumblebee review. We had 12 entries, and we're going to pick our random winner of the day. Oop, 1 and 12. And it's number 12. That is Joe Master II. Joe Master, congratulations. You won Bumblebee. Just hit me up if you're looking for places to hit me up on. A big one is Twitter. And I do want to mention that we are doing an ongoing giveaway on Twitter. The winner will be announced, when is it? Sunday? Let's see, Twitter, here we go. Sunday the 23rd. So we're doing multiple ways to enter this one. It is for an Earthrise thrust. It's all supporting Extra Life. If you want extra entries, you can always donate $1 to our friend Dan Arnold's Extra Life campaign. You get extra entries that way. And yeah, there you can also retweet on Twitter. There's also ways to enter if you're looking for a Transformers Earthrise thrust. With that being said, let's get back to the video review. Okay, now that we've got our Buzzworthy Bumblebee giveaway winner announced, let's get into some transformation. So, starting out, first thing we do to get out of Scorpion mode is we're going to come in underneath and we're going to pull out this leg here from below his body. And this is one of the things that I don't like. It's not something to talk about super in Scorpion mode, but I guess in transformation, he feels kind of half transformed. Like, it's correct to have his chest cavity open and his head just kind of peeking out there, rather than having a way to get things like sealed up tightly, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, so we'll pull this leg out. We'll pull this leg out from his tail, which I'm okay with. I think hiding a leg in the tail is pretty clever, and, you know, you got to do what you got to do. We're going to turn his waist, bring his feet down on both sides, and you might notice, oh, those feet are like kind of small for what we're doing here. We'll get into that in a moment. We're going to pull things apart, his chest open a little bit, and we're going to come in on the back, and we're going to flip out his scorpion head. You can see it lifts up this whole carapace section. We can flip in, get it up high enough so that we can flip in that scorpion head and close up his backpack. And this does, you know, close up pretty neatly and smoothly. I don't mind that at all. I like to flip in his legs, just kind of get them like zigzagging, shoelacing across each other, flip these back legs up, and then just bring this tail up and behind him. And then with his chest open, we can accordion his crotch. It's on a double joint. We can accordion that up, bring his shoulders down on each side, bring his head up, and then close up our chest cavity. And here is problem one that I have. When his crotch is all the way up in the position that you'd think would be the natural position to have his crotch, this chest cavity really doesn't want to close. It's basically, there's a piece of plastic that you need to shave off from this mushroom joint socket to get this to close all the way, which is really unfortunate for me. If we pull it out just a little bit so that the mushroom peg socket kind of hangs out, then we have no problem closing him up. And then if we try and push it up, it you know, sits up. So you know, you feel like you're supposed to lock things in at this level. The toy actually wants you to lock things in at this level, which I think might make him, like, you know, a couple millimeters taller, but is unfortunate because it seemed like a much more seamless bit of molding progression to go from his, you know, carapace front to his crotch and being able to hide that mushroom peg. The other thing you might notice is we've got him all transformed, and I didn't need to move my camera because he is a teeny tiny little boy. He is so cute, so small, so lovely, but he is a shorty, and I don't remember him being this tiny on the show. I know that he wasn't the tallest Predacon, but this just seems really, really short. We'll do some size comparisons in a bit. Let's talk about the actual toy first. That head sculpt is lovely. I mean, that is his show head sculpt, his show design 100%. We still get, you know, that scorpion tail that we can articulate in and out, move that tail around, that stinger around if we need to. The head sculpt looks real nice, and it's got good articulation. I really love the paint, the gold paint on his visor. The purples stand out really well, especially with the little yellow, like, I don't know what you call them, tusks he's got going on. The shoulders are unimpeded. His scorpion legs don't get in the way of the shoulders, which is nice. They go out that far. You get a 90-degree bicep bend. There is bicep swivel. There is also wrist swivel for his claws. He obviously doesn't have robot hands, but he doesn't need them. His claws have all the same articulation that they had before. You can open them up and launch your missiles, no problem. Waist articulation, he does have it. Again, this waist doesn't lock. That is, to me, that's a problem. I guess you can try and like big boy him, make him a little taller by extending the waist all the way as an option, but that doesn't look good. It just looks like kind of a mess. And when you try and bring it up, it really, like that, maybe that's a good angle to show, like, it just collides. I guess what I might do is I might shave the corners of his like lower abdomen out to carve that out to be able to lock his waist properly. And then, you know, he does do the full Van Damme, no problem. He does have thigh swivel. He does have deep knee bends, which I love because of his transformation. He's got ankle tilt, and on one foot, he has a little bit of toe tilt. Just on one. I mean, I guess the other one, the whole foot can tilt. But this one, you can, you know, get a toe pointed if you want. But yeah, his articulation is good. He feels, you know, a little loose, which is unfortunate. The actual joints don't feel loose except for that waist joint. But as a result of that waist joint, the whole thing feels loose because that's a pretty vital joint. And if you notice, yeah, like little shakes, and he wants to lean back because of the amount of weight he has on his back. Even though I feel like his backpack is pretty clean, just part of his robot design is having that scorpion tail. And yeah, let's take a look at Scorponok with some buddies. All right. So first off, here's the big boy, right? Scorponok and Megatron. Scorponok was kind of one of Megatron's buddies before. Oh, and now we got to adjust our camera. There we go. So you can see, like, right next to each other, Scorponok is, you know, deluxe class. Here he is next to Dinobot. Dinobot is a tall character, almost as tall as Megatron. But here is Scorponok's next to Black Arachnia. And here is where I want to put out like a little size chart to figure out, like, is this right? Is Scorponok really shorter than Black Arachnia? I kind of assumed that they were at least the same height. And to me, this feels like Scorponok is just short. He's just a little shorty. And maybe he is, like, maybe I'll go back and watch the show and be like, oh no, he wasn't as tall as I remember. But he's got like these big hulking muscle proportions, and it's very funny to me if he turned out to be like a short king this whole time, and was just kicking Autobot butt while also being like 4'10". Maybe you know that's the case, and if so, then great. I've got an accurate Scorponok. I wish there were some differences in the way he transformed and the way he kind of feels. But overall, I'm happy with him. He is just a little short boy, and maybe that's okay. And with that being said, that's the end of this review. Scorponok is a character that I think if you have attachment to the character, it's awesome. If you don't, I don't think he's like the deluxe kingdom mold that I would recommend. I still think it's Black Arachnia. Black Arachnia is fucking amazing. Every time I transform her, like just now off camera doing this video, Black Arachnia is hot. And that transformation feels good. And I know there are like issues people have had with Black Arachnia and quality control stuff. I haven't had any issues with mine. Hopefully they've been fixed. Black Arachnia is great. Scorponok is a solid deluxe. I'm not saying that he's not, but I was expecting him to become my new favorite Predacon, and he didn't end up doing that. I am excited about Waspinator. I am excited about Air Razor. We'll see what else is in the line. But so far, Black Arachnia is great. Megatron is a freaking amazing leader. And Scorponok is there holding the line. And maybe that's all he needs to do. And that'll be it for today's video. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out with me. And tune in next time, because I believe next time will be a giveaway. All right. Have a great day, everyone. See ya.